नित्यानन्देश्वर सदाशिव समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanedar Kotari, visitors, viewers, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and two-way video conferencing. Having Nayana Diksha all over the world. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I'll expand on few of the important secrets of power manifestation. Listen. When you manifest powers, what is the impact of that first manifestation on the society, existence, humanity? That decides whether you are going to be empowered further with powers or not. Listen. First, a cow will be tied with 1 meter long rope. Within that 1 meter, how she behaves. If she just takes care of herself and does her job without disturbing others, harassing, abusing, then the rope will be extended to 10 meters. Even after that, she is very happily living with other cows, other creatures. Then the rope will be extended, or once for all the rope may be removed and she will be free. Understand? In all power manifestations, same logic works. All of you are empowered with some powers from the time you happen. Nobody comes without any powers. Of course, very rarely, like Skandamata, kids come with all the powers. That is different. But nobody comes without any powers. All of us come with some powers. When the power manifestation starts, what is the impact of that on the existence? That is too important. That is why I am saying the fuel with which you need to fill yourself, integrity based, authentically inspired, responsible enriching. If this is the fuel with which you are functioning, any power manifestation happens through you will do so much good to you and society. You will be constantly empowered with more and more powers. Understand? When you are manifesting powers, the impact on others and society decides whether you are a god or a demon. You are a deva or asura. Sura word has one more meaning in Sanskrit. Sweetness, smoothness, flowing. If your power manifestation has the effect of sura, sweetness, smoothness, flowing on everything around you, you are Deva. Means you are going to be manifesting more and more powers. If your power manifestation is going to be disturbing others and you and harassing, then naturally you are Asura, demon. Why will you be empowered? No. That will be like letting you kill yourself and others. A terrorist cannot be given atomic weapons or the science of making atomic weapons. Understand? Whether the power manifestation through you is good or bad will be decided based on what kind of an inner space you carry. That is why I insist, along with enriching and causing, do power manifestation. So you are sending a statement to Sadashiva, if you empower me, I am only going to enrich and cause. He will go on be empowering you. When that becomes your priority and purpose, even if you manifest powers and fulfill some of your personal interests, he will neither mind nor feel disturbed. He will say, Tathastu, Are, enjoy. When you live such a beautiful, sweet Gurukul life and you ask for pizza and ice cream one day, am I going to say no? No. I know. Wow. How responsible these kids are. It's nothing. Come on. It's only just a change they are asking, not something bad they are interested. Understand? For a change you ask for pizza and burger is different. And constantly you want to eat pizza and burger is different. The response happening inside from outside and outside from inside, this matters for power manifestation. அடிபட்ட ஆடு பார்த்து கண்ணில் தண்ணி ஊறுனா சைவம், நாக்கில் தண்ணி ஊறுனா அசைவம். When you see a hurt goat and it's watering in your eyes, you are vegetarian. If it is watering in your tongue, you are non-vegetarian. No, this matters, understand? Especially for your consciousness to be empowered. This matters, otherwise enough of giving boons to the demons and coming down to clean all this mess. Empowering right fueled beings who function based on right fuel. I am sitting with Adinavasis last few days and training to keep their whole day with integrity, authenticity and responsibility and enriching. I have decided all the Adinavasis have to be engaged in 108 projects. Each one, every day, your morning routine, the moment you start your day, read all the 108 one by one and start pushing them to the next level, next level, next level. So you are constantly in the space of responsibility and enriching and integrity and authenticity. You can be empowered left and right with powers, nothing wrong. You can be given all the powers. Ashtamaha Siddhis, Ashtakanmas, Ashtavidyadhara Shaktis, everything can be given. Mantrini, Tantini, Varahi, all can empower you with all their powers. Mantrini is all the powers of length, sound, logic. Tandini is all the powers of breath, heart. Varahi is all the powers of the depth, existence, all the powers can support you. If you are manifesting, enriching and causing, listen. Most of the Adinavasis' pain point is not that you have some bad intention and you are suffering between whether to choose good or bad. You are suffering between whether to choose being active or dead, whether Nitya Devi or Nidra Devi. Your problem is not whether good or bad. Your problem is only whether to be active or tired and bored. Even to be negative, you don't have interest. Whether Nitya Devi or Nidra Devi. Understand? You need to change the fuel of your body and mind functioning. Pure sattvic food and morning yoga instead of coffee to wake you up. Integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching this thought current to keep you alive than any violence or lusty thought currents to keep you alive. Actually, I have seen many people who are so-called successful in the society, that is why it is called society. Because everything is so. No, those people, when they come into the Adinam, suddenly I see them empty. And they are saying that I was managing $100 million business, $25 million business. How is it possible? No, it was possible there because the fuel was coffee to wake you up. And the intense greed, lust, violence, peer pressure, all that was the fuel. And the whole matrix, Vatavarana, the ambience of absolute stupidity, celebrating the sick mentality. When this kind of ambience happens, yes, you were active. But now suddenly the whole fuel change is happening. Lubrication is different, fuel is different, oil is different. What is the way to wake up in the morning? Not coffee. Yoga. But I tell you, what a way to wake up. Coffee means what? Putting the toxins inside your system to wake you up and fresh you up. Yoga means what? Cleaning the body and removing all the toxins to wake you up and fresh you up. Chadaggu samaha. Let's decide to live hundreds of years. I wanted to tell you, few days before, I was in the mood of being one with Ramanuja. Ramanuja is one of the greatest yogi. A Vaishnavite saint happened 1000 years before. This year is actually 1000th year. We are celebrating his incarnation, his avatara on the planet Earth. He is a perfect yogi. Uncompromising, perfect yogi. 1000 years, still his body is intact as it is. Is a man with the taste. Still the body is as it is. The cheeks have not gone in. Fresh, you can pinch even now. The fingers have not become zombie. No. Dried up. No. 1000 years. His body is still sitting in Mahasamadhi. In Srirangam. Intact. I was just in oneness with him, meditating and enjoying his whole happening. I wanted to have a beautiful deity of Ramanuja here in Bangalore Adinam to give our gratitude for his great contribution to the field of devotion. The whole Vaishnavite tradition was rejuvenated by him. And here we have the photograph of Ramanuja's original body. This is his original body. Understand? Intact as it is. He gave the signs of this Hindu way of mummifying during that Bhava Samadhi into this body. Understand? Now I have the whole signs. And many of my sannyasis who leave the body while I am in the body will have this process done. Your bodies will be kept for the future to see. This is an amazing way of demonstrating the power of right-fueled living. Many of you will not understand what I am talking, because what I am talking is beyond perception. Understand, while you are living, whether coffee wakes you up or yoga wakes you up matters. Not only to decide the number of years you are going to be in the body, but also the quality of life you are going to have while you are in the body. Understand? Same way, the power manifestation, manifesting powers, its intensity its quantity and quality is decided by what is the impact of your power manifestation on humanity. If more power manifests through you, is it good for the world or bad for the world? Whether you are Rama or Ravana, both are Shiva Bhaktas, understand? Both are Shiva Bhaktas. But empowering Rama is good for the world or Ravana is good for the world matters. Empowering who is good for the universe matters. So understand, let the power manifestation happening through you, in you, manifest as smile, gesture of love, the tear of bliss. I'll tell you a secret. Only in sadness it should be called tears, because it will come one drop by drop by drop by drop. In bliss it will always be continuous flow. It should be called as singular, in singular tear, not tears. Understand? If your blood is churned with sadness, it will be memories of past and hopelessness of the future. So the churning will be to and fro. How the spindle is churned and butter is taken out of buttermilk. It will be to and fro. If your blood is churned with bliss, it will be one machine mixing. So it will be a continuous flow. Understand? Bliss does not have opposite effect. It will be just either clockwise or anti-clockwise, just one intense spindling movement, that's all. Understand? What I am describing, if you just look in, yes, when there is no looking back, it is bliss. When you look back this side and that side, it is pain. Whenever your blood is churned with the suffering, it will be pains of the past and hopelessness of the future. That is the way the spindle will be churned. And that is why the tears, few, then few minutes, then few, then few minutes, then few, wet, dry, it will be going on. But the bliss tears are not like that. And it will be a continuous one flow, single flow. There will not be any looking this side and that side. Bliss does not refer your past or future. No. When you are blissful, neither you refer about your past, nor you refer about your future. That is why I say, being in Nityananda is the most powerful spiritual practice for manifesting powers. That's the most powerful way of manifesting powers. So when I uttered the word tear, don't think I made a mistake. No. Of course, whether that word tear exists in English, whether that grammatically fits, that and all I don't care. In Sanskrit, we are given an exemption, extraordinary exemption called Arsha Prayoga. Means the rishis, enlightened ones, are not bound by any rules, regulation, laws of any grammar of the language. Whatever they do, that becomes a grammar. It is called Arsha Prayoga. So I use that authority in English. Anyhow, I have conveyed, this is what I am trying to convey. Now you form the sentence. I am not taking English grammar class here. I am taking cosmic grammar class. Understand? Let the power manifestation happening in you become good auspiciousness, mangala for the universe. Let you fill yourself with intense, responsible, enriching fuel. Today let all the Adinavasis take this as Adinam work. Let's take this as Adinam work today, homework. Let's take this as a homework today and drill ourselves every breath we inhale, exhale, let it be for enriching and causing. Every capacity, possibility, powers we have, let's manifest for enriching and causing the world. Then naturally more and more will open up and start flowing. Today let's dedicate it to these 108 projects and see how we can manifest, how we can run ourselves with the right fuel, so Sadashiva can go on be manifesting more and more powers, more and more capabilities, abilities, knowledge, experience, all the auspicious things, good things. Fuel yourselves with integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching. That's the right fuel. Right fuel is very important for the right powers to manifest through you. In extraordinary quantity and quality. Right fuel, the right fuel is the hashtag for today. Essence of today's satsang. Fill your body and mind with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing. That's the right fuel to manifest powers. Understand? Manifesting powers, manifesting the state and space of Sadashiva, manifesting powers of Sadashiva, all this is process of intelligence. Not that you can just cheat, snatch, no. Powers do see what is the impact of you manifesting it on the planet Earth. When it sees the right effect, it manifests. That's it. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam, Sada Shivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.